Another penis plant flower has opened. Let's go check it out together. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new, my name is Roos. My pronouns are she, her, and today we are going to look at the penis plant. Today I'm at the Botanical Gardens in Leiden, where I'm actually a volunteer, and we're going to look at the Amorphophallus gigas, which is flowering right now. But before we do, I quickly wanted to show you what I'm wearing. I have merch that is hopefully coming out soon. I'm working on my website, and this is, oops, sorry Mike, one of the designs. It says, "Plants make me feel zen," and my friend Sylvia designed it for me, so I'm super excited. I do have to completely redo my website in order to sell these on them, but hopefully that will be out soon. I'll let you know as soon as I know. A little bit of information about the Amorphophallus. If you don't know, the common name penis plant makes it quite popular, and you'll see why when we see the flowers. I've shared quite a few shorts about this already. We're here again, where I show you the stem, and actually the plant itself is just one leaf. So it looks like a stem and branches and small leaves, but it's just one leaf, the whole thing in itself. And it keeps growing leaves until the bulb under the ground, the corm, is strong enough for it to grow a flower. So it takes quite a few years before it can actually flower. And when it grows a flower, it will not have a leaf. So it's either or. This is one of the giant Amorphophallus. And this actually has never flowered here in the Netherlands before, Amorphophallus gigas. And you'll see last year, actually, we had two Amorphophallus titanum flower, which are the most big inflorescence that exists for Amorphophallus at least. And also something about them being the biggest inflorescence in the world, single something. I don't know the details. Just so you guys remember, I'm not an expert, I'm just a keen student, and I volunteer here at the Botanical Gardens, so I learn a lot from the people around me, the very smart plant people. I'm not a botanist or an expert. So there are three giant Amorphophallus, and the one that we're seeing today is like the medium one. The one we saw last year, Amorphophallus titanum, is the largest flower, but it has a very short base of the plant, a very short stem. The one we saw the year before, Amorphophallus decus-silvae, actually had a very long stem like this one, but a smaller flower. And this one is a really long stem and also quite a big flower, which is why they installed a whole stepping system podium so that we can see it from above. One more thing about them, these are actually not that rare in nature. They are quite rare in cultivation, and that's why I think it's special that it's flowering here. I think people from Indonesia, Sumatra where it's from, or Asia in general might say, I see this plant all the time, and that is completely normal. But here in Holland, where we can only see it when it is in cultivation, it is quite special to see it. Now the plant that we're seeing actually is already starting to close. Yesterday it was fully open, and that is also the day that it smells terrible. One of the common names for this plant is the corpse flower, so you can already start to imagine what it smells like. I'm very happy that we don't have smell-o-vision through YouTube because it will be horrible. It smells like rotting meat. And when we are close to this plant right now, the day after, you can still smell it a little bit, but the day before I heard people saying as soon as you stepped into the greenhouse, it was super overwhelming rotting meat smell. And the plant actually can also warm up because it is pollinated by flies. It has this smell, and it basically pretends to be a corpse, a dead animal in the woods, so that the flies come in to pollinate it. They actually pollinated it yesterday with pollen from Amorphophallus titanum, which is the huge one. So hopefully when it takes, then we'll have very cool seeds later this year. You can also see we have seeds here from the Amorphophallus titanum that they pollinated with each other last year. And the seeds, the berries basically are ready now. One of the very interesting things about this Amorphophallus bloom, which is, like I said, a inflorescence, which is this flower structure, is that at the base of the plant are female flowers that flower first, and they create that horrible smell. Once they are done flowering, the male parts, which are above it, will start to flower, and that means that the plant can't be pollinated by itself. And it's a very special situation right now because there's actually two plants in bloom at a different rate. So hopefully the plant experts can collect the pollen from this flower when it is in the male stage and pollinate the female part when that starts to open up, hopefully in the next few days. Since there is so much fun stuff to explain about this plant, I probably forgot a bunch. If you have any questions left after this video, please leave them below and I'll make a follow-up. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe below if you haven't already. I'll let you know when the merch comes out, as soon as I know, of course. And if you want to join my Patreon or YouTube membership, you can check that out here. We have a monthly Zoom call and a private Discord chat, so it's really fun. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye!